What is up, guys? I am feeling electric this morning and I'm ready to have a great day. So it is 5:22, currently on my way to work. We have got a couple of cases today and we've got some people to round on prior to those cases. So we've definitely got some work to do, but it should be all right. I did not work out this morning because I'm a lazy chump and I could not get myself out of bed, but that is fine, I guess. There's always tomorrow or something. I don't know when else I'm supposed to get huge, but all right, let's have ourselves a day. I'm just getting to work, but check out the secret stash of Celsius. Let's go. I only got like 4 people to round on this morning before the OR, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm looking for a dang marking pen to mark this patient for surgery later today. I can't find anything here. Done rounding, just saw 4 patients, not too bad. I'm gonna go do some notes before we gotta go to the OR. Alright, so first case is a calcaneus fracture that we're going to treat with both screws and probably a plate. So we'll see. Just got out of the OR for the calcaneus. It went well. Got like an hour until the next patient or the next case starts. So I'm gonna go consent another patient for surgery tomorrow. And then we're just kind of hanging out until the next case starts. All right, so since we've got some time in between this next case, I'm actually gonna go ahead and put a fresh dressing on a patient that we operated on about 2 days ago. We put in a tibia intramedullary nail for a tibial shaft fracture. And his dressings were a little bit oozy this morning and he's planning to discharge today. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give him a fresh dressing before he leaves. We're out. Let's go. All right, finally done for the day. So that second case went pretty well. We just had to wait so long in order to get started, but once we got started, it actually ended up being fairly quick. It was a pelvis IND. This guy had an acetabulum fracture that was treated with a lot of hardware about 4 weeks ago. Unfortunately, it went on to infection, so we just washed it out again today and closed it up, and it looked pretty decent. Unfortunately, it took us a while to
get the second case started. I mean, we were hanging out, just kind of waiting around for like, I think like 2 hours. So that's always kind of a bummer just to stay in place until then. Finally done. Let's go home and see my family.
One thing that I did not go over is what I was doing in my free time. And so in between cases, I was actually doing a few things. First thing that I did is made sure that all the patients that I saw today on the inpatient side, that they were all taken care of and all the notes were done. So I did that actually before surgery started. So that was taken care of. Finished all of the notes from my clinic. So I actually was in the office yesterday and had a good number of notes to still finish. So I was able to finish all of those. And then I also went ahead and looked for the schedule tomorrow and prepped all the patients. So we actually have 3 surgeries scheduled tomorrow that are all supposed to be outpatient. What I mean by prepping them is I added them to our lists, and now that I'm saying that out loud, I just realized I forgot to add them to the lists. So that's awesome. I'll have to do that tomorrow morning. And then I also make sure that the patient has all of their drugs and all their meds sent to the pharmacy, so that way when they get out of surgery, I don't have to do that at that point, so everything's already done. And then I also do all the orders. So for the patients that are being discharged straight from surgery, I make sure that all of the discharge orders are in and their discharge instructions are in and clear and accurate. And if a patient is being admitted, then I make sure that all of their admission orders are in and accurate. So that's what I do in order to prep the patients for surgery. Once I was done with that, I still had some leftover time, so I went back up to our office and I actually talked with our athletic trainer, who kind of manages the surgeon and myself in terms of the office and what we do on an outpatient basis. So I just touched base with them to make sure that everything was okay and we didn't have any lingering issues that we needed to take care of, which we did not. So all good things. And then we just kind of hung out and wasted time until we were ready for surgery. Worst part about working downtown and not living downtown? The traffic. Love to see it. This dog's only got 3 legs. You guys couldn't see it, but that dog only had 3 legs. That's kind of crazy. It was just hobbling around. It looked like it was getting around all right, though. Anyway, that is all I've got for you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. If you want to see more of this type of content, please subscribe. It means a lot to the channel. If you have any questions, also please comment that down below, and I can hopefully answer those. But thank you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.